Hello again, my beautiful friends, and welcome back to another pick a card reading. So today's video is for those of you who want to know how your person is feeling about somebody else. So they could be in a relationship with this person, maybe you just suspect they have feelings for this person, but for these readings, we're going to just concentrate on your person's energy and whatever person you are wanting to know their feelings for, and just try and get as many details as we can. But before we get into that, I want to take a moment to check in with you guys and make sure that you're taking care of yourselves and your bodies. So if you haven't had an opportunity to drink some water today, I would love it if you could take this as your reminder to go ahead and drink some water. And if any of you guys have been sitting or laying in the same position for a while now, I would love it if you could take this as your reminder to just get up and walk around for 2 or 3 minutes or so, as long as you're able to, because it'll get your blood flowing, and I promise your joints, your muscles, and your bones will thank you. But with that being said, let's get into things. So we've got 3 piles in front of us here today, pile 1, 2, and 3, and I'll give you guys a moment to just take a second, pause this video if you need to, and think about which of these is calling you in. Hello, my friends who chose pile 1. So if you guys felt attracted to the purple astrology die as well as the Witch's Tarot, then this reading is for you, and we're going to try and figure out your person's current feelings for whoever you guys are concerned about. But the first thing we are going to do is grab a few cards to get a read on the overall energy that's currently surrounding your connection with this person. So Spirit, what do we need to know about pile 1's connection with their person? What can you tell us about pile 1's connection? Okay, so we have the 6 of Cups, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Cups. Okay. Pile 1, I feel like a lot of you guys are watching this person's social media. I do sense that, you were very close and very intimate with this person in the past. The person that you're asking about, I think that you've had some very vulnerable moments with them. It's possible there has been like a sexual relationship, but I sense that they're kind of in a new relationship with somebody now, and you guys are kind of seeing things unfold on social media and noticing that this is happening and kind of comparing yourself to somebody else at times as well, kind of wondering sort of what their relationship looks like, what the dynamic looks like, and comparing that relationship to the way your person treated you when you were with them. I sense there's a lot of self-questioning and a little bit of like self-criticism coming in with your energy, pile 1, but I sense that this is someone who, you met in a time in your life where you were kind of like your most innocent or kind of your most vulnerable, and you really, really look back at that time with a lot of nostalgia. You maybe knew this person when you were a lot younger than you are now, or again, just innocent or naive in some way. But yeah, I see you guys like watching them on social media, hearing about a relationship that's relatively new and fresh, and it's triggering you guys in many ways, bringing up a lot of old feelings here. So let's get some more information on their relationship. Just how is your person feeling? So we have the Tower, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 4 of Wands. Right now, your person is looking for safety, and your person is looking for a space where they're going to have familiar energy around them, and they're not necessarily going to be challenged to grow in any way. Something that I'm picking up on with their feelings for this new person is that, this person makes your person feel unquestioned and unchallenged, and that's something your person really appreciates right now, because I see them as being in a very lonely and in a very vulnerable space, and I see them as not being ready for something serious right now and feeling like they don't have very much to offer when it comes to the realm of vulnerability and when it comes to the realm of like honest, authentic intimacy, where they are being loyal to somebody, where they are being committed to somebody. You know, I sense they're not really ready for that. And it's possible you guys are even aware that your person has not been faithful to this other relationship that you are observing that they're in. You know, I sense that they are in this headspace where they're really wanting to hold on to stagnation. Like they don't want to grow. They kind of want to numb themselves and do everything that they can to run away from the nitty-gritty real problems and emotions that exist within them that they should be confronting and working past and like healing from. And I think if they were to heal from these emotions, they would be very ready for some kind of reunion with you, and they would be very ready for some kind of reconnecting with you, pile one. You know, I sense that your person views your connection as something that is very serious and something that is very end game, and they just feel like what they're doing right now is the act of running away from that, and is you know, sort of this defense mechanism to try and keep themselves safe from this vulnerability that they're afraid of if they were to take a relationship more seriously. So, you know, I sense that they are kind of seeing where things go right now with this other person. I think that what's happening is they are trying to really find their stability again and find their sense of self again, and they're exploring that through exploring this connection that they have with this person. And I just sense they don't feel that they have very much to offer this person, and they don't feel like they're a very good influence on this person either, or like their impact on this person is very good. So I do sense that like the foundation here is cracked. The foundation of this connection or relationship is cracked, and you know, that's why I feel like maybe your person is even kind of unfaithful to this other energy, because, you know, the way they're viewing the connection is that like there's no leg to stand on really. It started off in a dishonest way, and it's probably going to lead to you know, a place of lack and a place of, you know, them feeling like there's really nothing here between them. But it is something that's safe right now, and it's something that's stable. What else can we see? So we have the Fool, we have the Two of Wands. Strongly sense, pile one, that, you know, whoever you're asking about, they're in like a new relationship. This is something that has just recently happened, and, you know, they're sort of at the start of this journey. They feel like maybe they misinterpreted this person they're with before jumping into a stronger commitment or into a deeper commitment. You know, I sense they feel like they were very foolish and naive in their planning here, and they weren't really thinking far enough ahead to truly understand this other person's energy. And I think that at first they felt like they had the energy and the motivation and the willingness to meet this person halfway and to connect with them and to understand them and to support them. But I sense that now they're feeling like maybe they underestimated the needs of this person, and they're feeling like maybe, you know, they're not in the right place and they're not in the best place to meet this other person's needs, because again, like they came into this connection with this I'm just gonna see where things go type of energy, rather than like a passion or a drive or a serious desire. But let's get some more information about how this person feels about you, pile one. We have the Two of Pentacles, we have the Hanged Man, and we have the Ten of Wands. So your person has definitely kind of come to this space of regret when it comes to this new connection. Like, I definitely feel like they're not ready for whatever it is that they signed up for, and they're very aware of that. So they feel like they're sitting at a point of choice right now, where there's a decision to be made on whether or not they should be true to their heart and pursue a connection that they actually feel is, something real and something powerful that touches them in a place that is authentic, or if they should sort of stay where they are and kind of avoid the burdens that come along with being honest with yourself and being honest with your feelings, because there's a lot in your person's heart that needs to be healed, and they feel very burdened by the prospect of doing that work. Like, they're really intimidated by that, and they really don't want to do it, and they've been running from it and avoiding it for that reason. And I think they've been running from you and avoiding you for that reason as well. And you're someone who has very high expectations of the person you're asking about. You're not someone who lets people play in their face. You're not someone who lets people disrespect you. And I think that your person is well aware of the fact that at the end of the day, if they're in your life, you're going to be there setting boundaries, and you're going to have expectations for them to meet your needs. And that's something that your person doesn't feel they're ready for or capable of either. So, they're kind of in this space where they are really contemplating within themselves where they want to go from here, because they know that where they're currently at isn't really fulfilling them or isn't really making them happy. So I sense they're kind of wondering if they should walk away from this current relationship, walk away from this current connection due to the fact that they don't feel like it's right for them, or if they should double down and continue on with this because it is still providing the factor that it's making them feel safe. Like, they feel honestly very, very burdened and stressed out about the fact that they don't really relate with this person. They don't really have the passion or energy to provide this person with the support that they're looking for. And they've burned out pretty quickly in this connection that you're asking about. But your person still is getting that safety, and they're getting this emotional validation, and they're getting this support that they need. So they're feeling this moral burden right now where they don't know if it's the right choice to continue leading this person on, or if it's the right choice to, kind of have a come to Jesus moment, confront their own issues, and be ready to be authentic, because both of those things just seem really stressful to your person, and they just don't feel ready. But let's grab a couple cards from the Wisdom Oracle. So we have Treasure Island, and we have Truth Be Told. Okay, so we also have Time to Go and Regeneration that popped out of the deck as well. So I definitely sense that your person is feeling kind of isolated right now. Like, they really gave up a lot and made a lot of sacrifices to get to the place that they're currently in, and they cut off a lot of people, pushed a lot of people away. And when they actually look at the situation truthfully, they feel like maybe all that glittered wasn't gold, and they didn't get what they were hoping for. So they're really considering walking away. They're really considering cutting things off and trying to find a fresh start in a more honest space. But with that being said, Pile 1, let's grab some messages from this person. So Spirit, what does Pile 1's person most want to say to them, and which of these messages are truest to their person's heart? Let's see here, you guys. Okay, gonna just shuffle a bunch of them out and we'll read them all at once. Okay, I am still healing my heart. They're definitely still recovering from something that happened in your connection, and still recovering from, this feeling like they're unsafe and this feeling like they're unstable, which is this driving force behind this search for safety. Please help me. Wow. Definitely sensing a lot of regret. I wish I could have had you when I had the chance. A lot of regret coming in here. You didn't do anything wrong. As I was picking up on, I see you guys maybe comparing yourselves to somebody else, wondering, oh, why did they pick this person? Are they better than me? Do they, have something I don't have? Are they more deserving of the love, the support, etc., that I didn't receive? You know, and I feel like your person wants you to know that you didn't do anything wrong. None of this is as a result of your flaws. I see myself in you more than anyone. As I said, you know, your person is seeing this inauthentic connection right now, this dishonest connection that doesn't really touch their heart. I care a lot more than you think. I know you are the one for me. I want to take this to the next level. They definitely are considering kind of turning around and walking back towards whatever it is they were running away from. And then we have, I am not sure if I'm ready for something real. And I don't want to be with anyone else. So definitely a lot of messages that affirm what we saw from the tarot. One of the last things we'll do is roll the astrology dice and see what else we can see from your person. Spirit, what does pile one's person want to tell them? Okay, so we have North Node in Taurus in the 5th house. So yeah, I mean, this genuinely represents, I would say, a search for safety, and I think a search for like a childlike energy where someone feels taken care of, where someone feels like they can be irresponsible, where they can shirk responsibilities and just have like a playful energy and not worry about, you know, long-term stability and long-term consequences. And this is, you know, a toxic aspect of your person, a toxic aspect of their karma. I sense that they are very aware. They're very cognizant right now. Their eyes are open and they know that they're in the middle of a cycle that they need to break free from and that they need to end. And they know their current connection is a reflection of that cycle. It's just a matter of how ready they are to mature and whether or not they have the tools to break free from this cycle and really challenge themselves, because I think that they're just not ready to do that. But the last thing we'll do for you guys is grab some letter and zodiac charms for some confirmation that this was for you. So Spirit, which of these does pile one need to see today? Which of these might apply to pile one? Okay. So for zodiacs, you guys got Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, Sagittarius, Aries again, Taurus, which confirms this Taurus that came out here, Libra, and Taurus again for the 3rd time. So for letters, you guys got N, E, P, J, R, R again, and N again. So maybe that spells something out for you guys, or it could be you or your person's initials. The zodiacs could be your sun sign or possibly your big 3, but the charms don't have to apply to you guys at all. They are just a cherry on top for confirmation, and if the rest of the reading resonates, then it could definitely still be for you. But that's all we have for your reading today, pile one. I really hope you enjoyed it and that you found it helpful. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this. And if any of you guys are interested in a personal reading about your specific situation, I have my email in the description and in the comment section, so you guys can contact me there for some more information just about my pricing and the services that I offer and everything like that. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and please don't forget to drink some water. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, well, hello my friends who chose pile 2. So if you felt attracted to the light blue astrology die as well as the steampunk tarot, then this reading is for you, and we are going to try and figure out your person's feelings for whoever it is you're concerned about when watching this reading. But the first thing we're going to do for you guys is grab a few cards to get a read on the overall energy that's currently surrounding your connection with your person. So Spirit, what do we need to know about pile 2's connection with their person? What can you tell us about pile 2's connection with their person? Okay, so we have the King of Swords, the Two of Pentacles, And the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, pile 2, I feel like you guys are trying to view this connection and view this situation as objectively and as logically as possible, and like try not to take things personally or just let your person's actions hurt your feelings, because I feel like you are asking about someone who is in like a serious kind of relationship, and I mean serious in the sense of not just like emotions or anything like that, but also there are things that tie these two people's lives together, whether it be finances or a home or, you know, a shared dog or whatever the case may be. I sense that whoever this person is with, there's something really serious going on there, that they would have like a really hard time breaking free from. So you guys are trying not to take it personally, even though you feel like your person has a choice between you and somebody else, and you may feel like they are choosing somebody else. You try not to take that personally, and you try to remind yourself that there are more complicated aspects of this situation going on here. But let's grab some more information just regarding your person's feelings for this other person. How are they feeling? Okay, so we have the Sun, the Page of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. Okay. Some of you guys are asking about like a marriage, like you're asking about something very serious. There was a time in this relationship where your person was very, very happy. It's possible there are children involved. It's possible they have children together, but take what resonates and leave what doesn't. It is a general reading. You know, I do sense there was a time when your person thought that this connection they're in was their future, and there was a time that they thought it was going to be like a permanent thing. But I think that there was a lot of unresolved things within that they didn't think they needed to work on, and they thought that everything was going to be fine and everything was going to be okay. But, you know, your person had this sense of dissatisfaction and feeling like they were unhappy, like kind of creep up on them. Like I feel like it's something that sort of came in one day, and the thought crossed their mind that they were unhappy, and they realized that that was the case. And ever since then, it's been this battle and it's been this fight to convince themselves that they are happy and to convince themselves that this relationship can still work. I do sense, pile 2, a lot of you guys are asking about someone who feels like their relationship can still work, and who feels like maybe they are trying to make it work and trying to convince themselves that nothing needs to change, nothing needs to end, nothing needs to, you know, permanently be left behind in order for them to be able to find their happiness. But I do sense that they are in a space where they're convincing themselves that their happiness is here, even though it's not. And so, you know, I think that they don't really know what to do. I think that if they're honest with themselves, they're not happy. And if they're honest with themselves, you know, they should just walk away. But at the end of the day, they're holding on to this. They're holding on to this Sun energy where they thought this was their future. They thought this was going to be their everything, and it didn't work out that way. And so, you know, it's really hard for your person to let go. But what else can we see here? We have the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles. Wow. It's so interesting sometimes the way I can sometimes just like pick up on certain energies before like the cards come out to confirm it. And I feel like this is very much a confirmation of what I was picking up on in terms of your person feeling this sense of grief. Like they're just really grieving for what this relationship once was. And they're kind of feeling like they have nothing if they don't have this connection. Like they have nothing if they don't have success in this relationship. And it's kind of like, regardless of what other opportunities they might feel they could pursue, if this person wasn't in the picture, they still feel like they have failed in their life, or you know, they will have no source of happiness. They will have no source of security and stability, and nothing that like makes them feel like their life is purposeful or meaningful if they don't have this relationship that they're in. And I feel like it's something that is just really, really hard for them right now because they're just scared. Like it's mostly just fear that keeps them in this relationship of like starting a new chapter and of truly accepting that things are over and truly letting them go. I sense for some of you guys, like your person has been cheated on before by whoever it is that they're with, or whoever it is that they're with has tried to leave them before, or something really significant has happened to make your person feel like, okay, like this connection really is kind of on a downturn. Like there is a very realistic possibility that things will fail no matter what I do. And they are just really struggling to accept that, and they're just really struggling to let it go. But they know that like something that was once here is gone, and something that they once thought could happen is just like over. Like there's no hope for it anymore. So, you know, I sense that your person is really holding on to something that makes them sad and like something that makes them unhappy because they miss when it made them happy. And because they feel like, do I have the strength to like venture out into the world as my own person if I leave this chapter of my life behind? And like, am I ready to start a new chapter from scratch? And like take the risks that come along with making that choice. Like I feel like your person is just really struggling with figuring out what the right thing to do is, because there's so many different aspects of this situation that make it really complicated. But let's grab some information on how your person is feeling about you. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and the King of Cups. So pile 2, this person has a lot of love for you. Like they truly feel like you are someone who has touched their heart and connected with their heart in like a very honest way, and they acknowledge that within themselves. And I sense that for your person, like you represent this unknown that they're very afraid of when it comes to ending their current relationship. You know, I sense that they feel like there could be something there with pile 2 if my relationship ends, and they feel a lot of passion. Like they feel a lot of physical attraction as well. I feel like there's a very mutual sexual attraction here and a sexual chemistry that's very obvious to the both of you. And I sense that there's a lot of love for each other that's very obvious to the both of you as well. For a lot of you guys, you've really gotten to know this person like emotionally and intimately and vulnerably, and you see this person as like a confidant, as an ally, as a friend, and they see you as that as well. You know, I sense that your person that you're asking about feels like they can trust you, and it's taken a long time for them to build that trust, but they do really feel like they can trust you, and they feel like they can be open with you, and they also feel really attracted to you as well. But you know, with this Seven of Pentacles, I feel like they see your connection and they see your relationship right now as something where they would invest themselves in it. They are interested in doing that, but at the same time, they don't know what the outcome would be. And there are so many fears that are standing in the way, and there are so many real life consequences and realities that stand in the way that just make your person feel like a lot scareder to come towards you and a lot more fearful to like choose you, because it's such an uncertain choice and they have no way of knowing if it's going to work out. But they are very, very like attracted to you. I see this person feeling like excited to talk to you and kind of waiting for their next opportunity to talk to you and feeling this very like crush like energy. And they know that they maybe wouldn't even really be losing anything if they were to come towards you, but it's more so just fear that stops them, even though they know it's very possible that they could be much happier if they were with you. But let's get some more information for you guys just about your person's feelings towards their current connection. Fork in the road. Yeah, like they feel like they're in the midst of making a choice right now. Like, what do I do? Is kind of the energy that your person is coming in with, pile 2. We have breathe. So, you know, your person's kind of like they're ruminating right now. I sense they're really sitting with what their options are and like what the different outcomes could be based upon whichever road it is that they choose. Right now, I see a lot of inaction coming from this person and them feeling like they've thought this over a million times. They've come to the same conclusions a million times of what they feel for you and what that means and what they should do about it. And they still haven't come to a space where they're ready to make a move and they're ready to take action. So, you know, I sense they might sit in a space of inaction and sit in their current connection for a long time and like just for more time, because you know so much of this is still very confusing to them and so much of this is still really affecting them. I think if these other factors didn't affect them as much and if they had more time to heal from these other factors, they would have more clarity about you. But what I can say is right now, pile 2, your person doesn't have clarity about you. Like your person truly doesn't know what the right choice is. And I feel like you guys know that. Like you're really trying not to take it personally because you know that it's a difficult choice your person has to make. And you know that it doesn't mean you're not good enough or that they don't care about you. But with that being said, you guys, let's grab some messages from your person. So Spirit, what does pile 2's person most have to say to them? Which of these is truest to their person's heart? Sorry, a few popped out here. Okay. We'll take those couple. Okay. I feel it when you're thinking of me. I feel it when you stop. I still care about you. There is a hole in my heart when you are gone. So your person definitely misses you when you're gone. I think that you are kind of like omnipresent in their mental space. You make me so excited. I feel like a kid again. I can't stop thinking about you. I can't wait to touch you again. Can we kiss and make up? I just don't want this to end. What I'm picking up from these messages too is like your person kind of picks up on maybe you're interested and you're kind of waiting on them, and they're very scared that if they don't make a choice, they're going to lose you. And I think they're very afraid to lose you. And I'm seeing a lot of psychic energy here as well, a lot of unspoken desire and unspoken confusion that they haven't really had the opportunity to explain out loud. Is it too late? Give me a sign that you are open to speaking with me. I am trying not to hurt anyone. And I still think about the last time we were intimate. So, you know, I definitely sense that there could be like a sexual kind of relationship here, or there was one in the past. And, you know, I sense that you are very aware that this person has had feelings for you, even if they haven't said it to you out loud. You're very aware that they've felt like interest in you. Like, in whatever way, you know, I think emotionally or physically or whatever the case may be. And they're very aware that you feel interest in them. I think they just feel like they're in between a rock and a hard place and they just don't really know what to do. But let's roll these astrology dice and see if there's anything else we can see for you guys. Spirit, what does pile 2 need to know about their person's current feelings? Okay, so we have the Sun in Taurus in the 8th house. So, like, wow, I mean, Taurus you know, is this very stable and slow moving energy, and like this very long-term commitment type of energy. And the 8th house is very much like, you know, you're ending a chapter and you're selling your house and you're in for a rebirth. And I feel like your person is in this like identity crisis between those two things. They don't know who they are. Like they're in this Taurus energy, but they're in the 8th house at the same time. You know what I mean? And they really don't know who they are when those two things are conflicting with each other. And they're trying their best to find clarity right now. But the last thing we'll do for this reading is grab some letter and zodiac charms for some confirmation this was for you. So Spirit, which of these might apply to pile 2? Which of these does pile 2 need to see right now? Okay. So for zodiacs, you guys got, Aries, Capricorn, Virgo again, Aquarius, Cancer, and Sagittarius. And for letters, you guys got N, L, M, J, U, H, N, and X. So maybe that spells something out for you guys, or it could be you or your person's initials. The zodiacs could be your sun signs or possibly your big 3, but if the charms don't apply to you at all, that is also totally fine. They are just a cherry on top for confirmation, and if the rest of the reading resonates, then it could definitely still be for you. But that's all we have for you guys today, pile 2, so I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this. And if any of you guys are interested in a personal reading about your specific situation, I have my email in the description and in the comment section, so you guys can contact me there for some more information just about my prices and the services that I offer. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and please don't forget to drink some water. Okay, bye-bye. Hello friends who chose pile 3. So if you guys felt attracted to the deep purple astrology die as well as the Dream Keepers tarot, then this reading is for you, and we are going to try and figure out your person's current feelings for whoever it is you're asking about in this video. But the first thing we're going to do for you guys is grab a few cards to get a read on the overall energy that is currently surrounding your connection with your person. So Spirit, what do we need to know about pile 3's connection with their person? What can you tell us about pile 3's connection with their person, Spirit? Okay, we have the Knight of Swords, the King of Cups, and the 9 of Wands. Okay. So I sense that you guys have thought a lot about your connection with this person. I am picking up on some type of separation or some type of lack of contact here. And I think that your person is kind of pushing you away from them and kind of shutting you out as a result of the fact that they have another situation going on. I sense it's possible you reached out to them recently and they didn't respond, or very possibly they just cut contact spontaneously or out of nowhere for you guys, and it is because of some other relationship or some other situation that's going on. I would say that you and the person you're asking about really feel a lot of love and affection towards each other. Like there are very, very strong feelings here. It's possible you have known this person for a really long time or been friends with this person for a really long time, to the point where those feelings of love and familiarity and affection have really built between you. But I sense that your person sees you as this like staple in their life, as someone who they never want to cut off permanently and they never want to leave behind permanently. So if some of you guys are dealing with like a lack of clarity as to why a separation happened, I am picking up on, whether you relate to the circumstances of your person or not, just this energy that they don't plan to have a permanent ending with you or have a permanent separation with you here. Like they are just kind of putting a temporary wall up because of some other complications here. But there is this very mutual love for each other and mutual feeling like this connection is real. But let's get some more information on your person's current like connection and their current feelings for that. So we have the 3 of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. Okay. I feel like for some of you guys, like your person has like recently been betrayed in some way, or maybe they've betrayed somebody else, but I sense that they're trying to kind of like recover their feelings and take them back to what they once were, because there's a situation here that really left them heartbroken or really changed the way that they view this connection. And I sense that there might have been a third party coming in to interfere, and your person just felt like that was absolutely unacceptable, and it has just like really changed the way that they feel and their willingness to stay like dedicated and their willingness to stay committed. That's why I'm feeling like for a lot of you, it's like your person's partner who cheated on them or betrayed them, because it's like your person just feels like everything has changed now, everything is different now, and they don't know if they want to be a part of this anymore. But let's see what else we can see. You know, I sense that this person is possibly very like toxic as well. Not the person you're asking about, the person you're there with. You know, I sense that this is like a very controlling energy, someone who is very focused on controlling the narrative, and they don't like, they like to govern a conversation and take full control and make sure that if they don't want someone else to be allowed to get a word in or to be allowed to speak their mind, they're going to take that control away, and they're going to interrupt, and they're going to get emotional and have outbursts and things along those lines. Like I'm getting just this very difficult to communicate type of energy, where, you know, this is someone who just really struggles to take accountability or to hear other people's side, and always kind of just like decides that they're right before hearing somebody else out. But what else can we see here? So we have the 10 of Cups, and we have the 8 of Pentacles. Okay. It's possible your person has like a family with somebody they're with right now, but I'm picking up on some type of family connection. So maybe they have met this person's family, or they're family friends, like their parents are friends with someone else's parents, whatever the case may be. Because I feel like your person sees this like unavoidable connection with whomever it is that they're with. And I think that that pressure and that expectation that's coming from some type of outside view or outside expectation of their relationship is making them feel like they still have to work on things, even if they don't quite feel motivated to do so. And even if they feel like they're sort of fighting to stay afloat and fighting to even maintain their feelings for this person or maintain their faith in this connection, they feel like it's something they have to do, because from the outside, like there are a lot of people who are rooting for them, or a lot of people who are really wanting for them to succeed. So it's possible this is something serious, like a marriage, or just something again where like your person's parents really want them to be in this relationship, or really want them to continue on with whomever it is that they're with. And it's possible that their partner has the same perspective as well. But, you know, I sense this feeling like your person in many ways has lost their faith that things can work out, but there are just like other people's expectations and other factors that are coming in here that make your person feel like they have to continue working on things, and make your person feel like they have to try and make things work with their partner, even though, you know, I think there's a lot of arguments that happen here, and a lot of your person feeling like they are not heard and they are not listened to, and nothing really improves or changes. It's always somebody else making demands for what their needs are and what they want, without really listening to your person's perspective of, you know, what it is that they need and what it is they want. You know, I think that they feel very alone. Even if they're with someone, they feel very alone, and they feel very much like they exist to serve somebody else, and like that person is kind of selfish and that person's not willing to do the same for them. And I feel like this is someone who's constantly coming to your person with issues, with problems, with criticisms as to their relationship, or, you know, the needs not being met on one end, but your person's kind of sitting there like, well, my needs aren't met either, but you refuse to listen to me about that, and every conversation is about what I'm doing wrong. So, you know, I sense that there is a lot of resentment kind of building here, and a lot of feeling like they just wish they could stick up for themselves more too, because they always somehow end up getting silenced and getting talked over, and they're just feeling very frustrated and feeling very unhappy because it's very apparent to your person that the dynamic is unfair. And something that happened recently made that really, really apparent, whether it be a betrayal or just whether it be something that was said in an argument or in a fight that really illuminated for your person that whoever it is they're with doesn't seem to really care about them as much as they care about this like fantasy idea of what this relationship looks like on the outside. Your person's partner wants this like beautiful, happy relationship that they can post on Instagram or they can tell their friends about, but in reality, they're not putting the work in to commit themselves to like making that happen and to making the relationship work. It's more so just for the image. It's more so for, you know, someone who wants like the big extravagant wedding rather than really actually wanting the marriage, you know? That's, I think, the energy that your person's partner gives off here. And they're feeling kind of trapped. But let's grab some information about how your person's currently feeling about you. So we have the King of Pentacles, the Page of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. Ooh. Your person doesn't really have experience with like healthy relationships, and I think that even if someone came to them speaking like in the language of like healthy emotional behavior, your person wouldn't understand that language, and your person would still perceive it as people attacking them or as something toxic. I sense it's possible you guys have had like arguments with this person where in many ways they didn't hear you out, or in many ways you weren't able to express yourself. And I sense that, you know, they have a lot of work that they need to do, and that's reflecting on the way that they perceive you, because they just, you guys have this like powerful complexity to you and all of these layers to your perspective, and you are very fair people. You're very understanding and easygoing people, and when it comes to negotiations or when it comes to understanding other people's side, I think you guys are very skilled. But you know, even though you have all of this kindness and fairness under your belt and as something that you have to offer, your person is really in this mindset where they're not perceiving that correctly and they don't see that. And so, you know, I sense that right now they're just in this like space of despair because they just don't really know what it is that they're looking for, and they don't know what to do to avoid relationships like the one they're in, and they don't know what to avoid or what's, you know, fair and what isn't. And I think that they've been in way too many situations where they were easily manipulated, and now they're very much on guard and they feel like everyone's trying to manipulate them. And I sense that your person is kind of fearful that that's the case with you as well. And it's possible that, you know, that may have contributed to whatever no contact situation has happened here. Just this fear of someone else being in their life, taking control and being able to influence and manipulate them. It's something that makes them feel really vulnerable and powerless. And I think it's really difficult for them to like admit that to themselves, let alone someone else, and like communicate that so healthy boundaries could be set, or so that they could feel more safe, because, you know, they're just embarrassed to admit to themselves how powerless they feel. So I sense your person is kind of perceiving you as like this attacking, hypercritical type of energy as well, because that's how they're just perceiving everyone. But let's get some more information about how they feel about their current connection. Spirit, what is pile three's person feeling? Okay, so we have truth be told coming out here. And what else can we see here? Clean it up. Okay. I think your person just really wants to figure out what the answer is. Like, no matter what it is that they do, they never are finding happiness, and they feel like it's time to look within and like look in the mirror and start doing some inner work, and they're really learning that lesson with their current relationship. Something that I'm feeling for you guys, pile three, is like your person isn't ready yet. And I don't mean that to say your person doesn't feel emotionally ready for you, and that's like a conscious thought that they have. But I say that as like to mean, like, imagine your person is cake batter and they're in the oven, and it's still runny. You know what I mean? Like your person just isn't ready for you yet. They don't have like the skills that they are going to need to make you happy or to do what it is you would need in a relationship. And so I sense that wherever they go, they're going to find misery, and wherever they go, they're going to find failure in their relationships, honestly. And it is because of certain problems that they have to deal with. And so whoever it is they're with now, this is in their karma, and this situation is in their karma, and this is something that they are here on this earth to teach your person, and you are not here on this earth to teach it to your person. And so it's important to recognize that, you know, the reason for this separation a little bit is that your person has some lessons to learn, and teaching them is not your responsibility, because it would just be way too burdensome for you. And I think in many ways it would hinder your growth. And so your person's simply not ready for this connection. But with that being said, let's grab some messages from them. So Spirit, what does pile 3's person most want to tell them? Which of these is truest to their person's heart? I know that you are trying your best. I don't know how to fix us. I want more for us. I want everything. I'm waiting for my chance to have you. Let's pick up where we left off. I'm so sorry for hurting you. I plan to confess something to you soon. I try to show you I care about you in my own way. Our connection scares me. I am giving you everything I have. You are on my mind this month. And then I love how much you care about others. So I think your person is maybe seeing some differences between you and this person that they're with. However, still feeling very scared of this connection. One of the last things we'll do is roll the astrology dice. So what else does pile 3 need to know? Okay, so we have South Node in Taurus in the 9th house. All of the dice came up Taurus. That's very interesting. Your person is learning a lot of spiritual lessons right now. They're in a very valuable space in their life. They're learning things they really need to know in order to release old karma. I do believe their current relationship is a karmic. And I believe that once they're out of this relationship, they're going to be a whole new person. They're going to be someone who has a lot more to offer, I think, just because of what this is doing to them and what this is teaching them. But the last thing we'll do is grab some letter and zodiac charms for some confirmation this was for you. So Spirit, which of these might apply to pile 3? Which of these does pile 3 need to see today? Okay, so for zodiacs, you guys got Cancer, Scorpio, Capricorn, Pisces, Sagittarius, Libra, and Taurus. And for letters, you guys got Y, W, F, B, K, E, X, A, and W again. So maybe that spells something out for you guys, or it could be you or your person's initials. The zodiacs are for your sun signs or possibly your big 3. But with that being said, that is all that we have for your reading today, pile 3. If the charms didn't resonate with you, that's also totally fine. If the rest of the reading resonates with you, then it could still be for you. But yeah, I really hope that you guys connected with it, that you found it helpful and you enjoyed. And if you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos just like this. And if any of you guys guys are interested in a personal reading about your specific situation, I have my email in the description and in the comment section, so you guys can contact me there for some more information just about my pricing and the services that I offer and everything like that. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and please don't forget to drink some water. Okay, bye-bye.